the 12 forgotten sci-fi horror movies that are worth checking out. Should we talk about that?
12?
Because that was actually kind of an interesting thing right there.
Okay.
So my thumbnail is gonna be completely fucked by now. By the way, my thumbnail is completely fucked. I'll tell you that right now.
We could reuse it for.
We can get to it. Maybe we'll cover it really quickly. Some things here, but the 12 forgotten sci-fi movies that are worth checking out and watching. This was listed by MovieWeb.com. I do like their stuff. They actually come. I get a lot of news from them.
MovieWeb.com.
Metamorphosis, the Alien Factor, 1990. Have you ever seen this? I've never fucking heard of this.
Good.
I now want to download this.
A mix of it looks like the plants that come out of the pots in Mario.
I mean, I now want to check my Plex server to see if I actually have this downloaded. I could. Very well could.
Your Plex is like insane, man. Almost at 98% of the time when I look something up, it's there. Like, it's ridiculous.
I mean, I have 2,601 movies on this Plex server. That's just movies alone.
I know. It's like every time I look something up, it's there. It really... it's fucking insane.
Now, I don't have this movie. I will say this: I do not have
Metamorphosis. Space and like memory.
Well, I have an 8 terabyte hard drive. I've upgraded over the years.
Yeah,
so I keep upgrading. I keep upgrading. I mean,
I wait until there's deck, though, right?
Oh yeah, but I mean, like, dude, external hard drives have just gotten bigger and bigger and bigger over the years. I remember my first external hard drive was 100 gigabytes. I spent only 100 gigabytes. I spent like $100 on this. This goes back years and years ago. Now, for $100, I mean, if you spend like an external, let me see, like external hard drive. I'll search it right now. You spend $100, you're gonna get. Let me take a look. You're gonna get about 5 terabytes, so 5,000 gigabytes as compared to what I used to get. So it's like it's going up in space. So that's kind of going with the Plex servers.
Every time I invest into technology, I feel like an asshole because 3 to 5 years from now, whatever I'm purchasing is going to be obsolete.
You know what, man? This is a good list. There's some stuff on here I've never seen. Creature, 1985. Never fucking heard of this.
Good. It looks like a weird alien xenomorph type of ripoff.
Yeah, I like the costume and the makeup going on.
It's a blatant alien ripoff.
I'm fine with that as long as it's good.
I know, it looks good. It still looks. I like the this atmosphere of it.
Forbidden World, again, another one I've never fucking seen. This is actually a good list so far. I've never seen any of these.
From 1982.
I like the look. Yeah. Roger Corman movie.
Puppet or some shit. Like a giant ass puppet.
I think it definitely is. It's being controlled. Roger Corman movie here. And some of the sets were designed by a very young James Cameron.
Wow.
So maybe he got some ideas from this.
How have we never heard of this fucking...
it's funny. Again, another movie I've never seen. This is a good list, by the way. This is actually a good...
you know what that reminds me of with the gland and all that?
Alien.
No,
this reminds me of Alien, the xenomorph wrapping around your neck and face.
No, that something beyond.
Oh, the Beyond.
Yeah.
The Beyond.
With the gland coming out the front of his head. It looks like this is definitely an influence for that character.
I mean, around the neck, wrapping around, reminds me just of the xenomorph, though, too. Got to be a little influence right there.
Man, that shit is crazy. It doesn't even seem real.
But I will say, I see this one and I see 1958 and I know, like, okay, there's probably some big campiness to it. So it's like, don't get excited about that one. These first couple ones, I'm actually excited about. 1990, 1985, 1982. I'm a little excited about those.
It's just like how weird the influence is without even them probably knowing what was going to happen afterwards. You know.
This one I kind of question. I'll put my questioning out here. And then this next one, again, one I've never seen, never heard of. The Mad Doctor of Blood Island, 1969.
It
Filipino
looks
horror
pretty
movie.
cheap.
Yeah. I'm going to question this one actually here too.
It doesn't even look like it's from 1969. It looks like some weird CGI hardware.
This one actually kind of looked cool just by the look of it. Hardware
Yeah,
1990. Something probably to
looks
take
like
a look
some
at.
Terminator ripoff.
It's a story about a military robot putting itself back together in the menacing post-apocalyptic ghetto.
Sounds good.
Stanley gives a real verve. Hardware has a stylistic, artistic edge that most low-budget genre films of the period sorely lacked. Yeah, it does sound good.
Yeah, this
It's
shit
got the
looks really good.
a giallo-esque lighting choices. I could kind of see that by the image they're
Yeah,
using
like
here.
some Argento type stuff. Suspiria.
All right, I've seen Extra. Not a good movie. It comes up on Red Letter Media quite a few times too. By the way, it's okay. It's interesting. Not good. All right, another one I've seen, Life Force. Now that's a Toby
Yeah.
Hooper movie. If you've seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre, you know Toby Hooper.
No, we watched a little bit of Life Force. It's where the nude woman wakes up from the hospital
Yeah, I was
bed
gonna
and walks around
say
the building.
the best part about Life Force is that they have a woman who has incredible tits in that movie.
Yeah, they're
Probably
really good. Really good.
probably the best tits I've actually ever seen in an 80s movie. Might be the best tits I've ever seen ever. They're really up there. They're really up there.
I would say Alexander
They're really up
Daddario
there.
has some pretty crazy tits.
I mean, this is if you're going back to like movie tits, not porno tits. I put this lady up here.
That's not a porno. True Detective's a TV show.
No, I'm saying like her name is Mathilda May. I think as far as non-porno, she's got some good tits.
Oh yeah.
Like on film tits, pretty good. So check out Life Force just for the tits.
Oh, I think it's
Let's
actually
see.
supposed to be a good movie though. Also,
Okay, another one. It's okay. It's okay. I've seen it. No, I wouldn't say it's a good movie. Gok, Body Snatcher from Hell, 1968. I've never heard of this. A Japanese sci-fi horror movie, and again, makes me interested just because it's Japanese sci-fi horror. That's all you had to tell me.
Oh, look
You
at the
got me a
bottom right. We
hello.
got a little mermaid clip going. Little ad.
Oh yeah. We got what is it? Looked like a Succession image there. 1979, The Prophecy. Never heard of this
Us.
one either.
What'd you think of Us?
I liked Us. I liked Us a lot.
Did you?
Actually, yeah. You know what? At the time, I didn't, but I think about it. I think about that movie often. So
I just thought it was weird.
that's like a question. That's like a big
I
plus
just
to
thought it
it.
was
Like
weird
that
in a
comes into
bad
my
way
mind.
and somewhat goofy and comical. You know, like the way that the certain characters talked, that weird breathy, like I don't know, tone, and then having Tim Heidecker in it just kind of threw the whole thing off for me.
I'll agree with that, but it's a movie that I think about often. I also kind of like. It's always in the back of my
I
head,
do too. No, I know what you mean by that. Like I
what
do.
was he
It's
trying to
weird.
say
Like
with
I
this?
think about it and try. I'm like still trying to figure out like certain shit about it. I don't know.
Yeah, like I feel like there's like an occult meaning behind the whole movie that like is still yet to be unsaid exactly. Like I'm still trying to figure out in my mind what that was trying to say. And I think it's deeper than people know. I don't know, that's the vibe
Well,
I
I
get.
think to me, it makes me wonder after the success of Get Out, Jordan Peele was like seeing certain things now, you know, like that he's
It could
moved
be.
up in Hollywood and been exposed to like, you know, people who are making certain levels of money now that he's at that level. And then
Well, I think
it's like
it touches on a lot
like
of
an extension of
conspiracy
that
stuff
in a
too.
way.
It touches on a lot of conspiracy stuff with cloning. Like, you know, look at like everyone talks about, oh, that's not really Joe Biden, that's a fucking clone. And then you start to think of us where, maybe maybe they do have these clones in a weird facility under the ground and that kind of thing.
that
I
live
don't
off
know.
rabbit meat, right?
I don't know about that, but just kind of creepy clones. It was a good
Because that's where the
idea.
movie kind of got like. You know what remind me of? Did you ever see that movie People Under the Stairs?
A little bit, yeah. A little remind me of that a little bit.
That movie's
Yeah, I can
fucking
see that.
gross, man. That made me feel
Yeah, I mean
so bad.
that gave you that gross '90s urban vibe. Got the kid from Mighty Ducks in it, Jesse.
Yeah, and then this
Prophecy, not but
white guy who
you ever
lives
heard
in
of
the
this?
walls with his tongue cut off.
Prophecy 1979. You ever seen this? I've heard of this. I've never seen it.
No, but it looks fucking awesome.
It's got this vibe of Alien that they're talking about, which sounds good. Again, something to check out for sure. I'm actually excited to watch that. Planet of the
You know, that's
Vampires,
what's nice. So, like
1965.
when like a major movie comes out like this, you get all these weird rip-off imitations that are still really interesting and good.
Now, this one, Planet of the Vampires, 1965, is by Mario
Yeah, that looks
Bava.
pretty lame.
But here, it does look pretty lame. But here's the thing: Mario Bava is a pretty known horror Italian
Yeah,
director,
no, he's
so makes me think
Giallo.
maybe this is
He's one of
worse.
the early
He's one of those
Giallo
Giallo,
filmmakers.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it
Okay.
makes me think maybe this is worth watching.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll give it
Because
some
there
thought.
might be some fucked up gore and really psychedelic sci-fi shit.
Phase 4, 1974, is a hypnotic mind melter about a desert ants forming collective intelligence and revolting against the people of an Arizona town. You'd be forgiven for thinking that the premise sounds like a 50s B movie trash, but give it a chance. This movie is quite artistically done and gives it. I don't know about this one, actually. I'm going to already say no. I'm going to say no.
So it's a killer ant movie, but instead of being schlock, it's trying to be some kind of art film.
Well, yeah, I guess so. But there's also by Saul Bass. So that's actually kind of interesting because what is the thing? The company he did. Fuck. Saul Bass is actually known for some things. He's a graphic designer, Oscar winner guy, known for working with Hitchcock and Scorsese. He has some interesting things to him. So when I saw that name, I was like, okay, I've heard Saul Bass before. So maybe this isn't as bad as I think, Phase 4. But that's the top forgotten sci-fi horror movies that are worth checking out.